Hello, YouTube. Hello. So recently I was invited by Google to be one of the first few people to participate in a new program of theirs called Google Helpouts. What I've done is I created a helpout slash conversation meeting opportunity through their helpout platform to help people like you who are pre-meds who are looking for guidance regarding your medical school application, and just set up an opportunity as easy as possible for you to connect with me and get some quick advice and hopefully have a better understanding about what to do about your chances for medical school admission. I took an entire day and just did a full day of free Google Helpouts for as many students as possible. I recorded them, and with their permission, I have provided a couple excerpts for you to take a look at here. Take a look. So welcome, man. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you as well. I'm currently applying this cycle.
Okay.
I applied to 13 schools, and I don't know, things haven't really been going quite as well as I had hoped.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. We'll have to fix that right now.
It's fine. So I just kind of wanted to get your advice and your opinion on how things are actually going, because I know I'm from a smaller school, so I haven't really seen anyone else go through the process, so it's possible that what I'm going through right now is pretty normal, or something along those lines.
Here's the big problem. You haven't had any feedback at all.
Yeah.
Most students don't get any feedback. Like, they might get, they send out applications, they send out secondaries, and the first thing that happens is either nothing or they get a flurry of rejections. And they're like, I spent all this money, all this time and effort, 4 years of my life, and all I have for it is rejection letters. But, this is crap, right?
Yeah.
So that's the first thing that happens. But med schools have gotten a little smarter, in the last 20 years. And they're like, there's no real advantage to sending students rejection letters, so let's just send them nothing.
Yeah.
Now, a medical school has the most, that way a med school has the widest range of opportunity. If I don't send you anything about your status, and number one, you can't complain, your parents aren't going to get outraged and call up the admissions office and scream on the phone to the dean. And if I decide to like you later, great, then I get to invite you for an interview, and you're happy, and I get what I want. So it's a little lopsided. It's a lot lopsided, right? The relationship is a lot lopsided, and so you're kind of being, let's say the word mistreated right now a little bit by medical schools because they can get away with it. Okay, so that's my standard story about what's happening, and I tell the story in order, hopefully, to make you feel a little better about your circumstance. Like, if you haven't gotten any results back yet, that doesn't necessarily mean medical schools don't like you yet. It may just mean that medical schools haven't caught up to you yet. Did you send your application in on June 1st?
I sent my application in late June.
And how long did it take to verify?
About 5 weeks.
Yeah, so that's a problem. And then you got secondaries as soon as you sent it in, obviously. It didn't take you 5 weeks to get secondaries. Okay, so how long did it take you to send secondaries back?
Most of my secondaries were in pretty early, but I had a big job obligation from in the middle of August to the start of September, so the rest of my secondaries went in right at the start of September.
Yeah, so that tells me everything I need to know. I don't need to know your GPA or MCAT score. Let's say your GPA is 3.75 and your MCAT score is a 33. If a student called me up and said, my GPA is 3.75, my MCAT score is a 37, and I applied to 25 schools and I haven't heard back yet, I'm going to immediately not accuse them, but I'm going to basically accuse them of applying late. So in my world, and believe me, other advisors may have different opinions about this, in my world, you applied quite late.
Okay.
And it's not that they don't love you, it's just that there were other applicants who are just as pretty as you who applied earlier, and they just went for those guys instead.
Thank you for this opportunity to ask questions. I've written a couple questions.
No problem. Let's do it.
So, I'm from Kyrgyzstan, and I'm studying in Linfield College here in the United States. And I
Okay,
want
what's
to
your
pursue.
residency status? You have a student visa or something else?
Yes, I have. I'm on student visa right now,
Okay, perfect. Very
and
good.
I'm trying to apply for medical school and pursue medicine here in the
Awesome.
States.
Very good. Are you trying to get a green card or?
Yeah, at some point I will.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I know most people like write recommendations by themselves and then give to the source and then make them
Hmm.
sign, right?
Yes.
So I was wondering if you do that, like if you do that for a couple people, isn't it gonna be apparent from the styling? Like, oh, this guy might have written by himself. Maybe if you like give specific examples, it's
Hmm.
gonna be kind of styling and the information
Hmm.
kind of consistent and kind of
Hmm.
apparent. So is there a way to avoid that, or how
Well,
can we deal with that, or some?
let me just address your premise right off the bat. Okay, so I hope that you like those examples, and if you're interested in getting your own Google Helpout, you can click the link below for Google Helpouts. And also, I'm going to put a link in the description if you wanted to get a notification when I'm doing my next set of free Helpouts. So be sure you sign up in the link below, and I look forward to seeing you on Google Helpouts. Have a good day.